How to network if you are shy. That's what we're going to talk about in this video.
Hi, I'm Roger Wakefield, Lead AP, the Expert Plumber.
And I'm Julie Wakefield with JW Etiquette.
How to network if you're shy? That literally has nothing at all to do with me. But
Exactly.
I will tell you this. Networking events are a great way to meet people. And shy people, people that are introverts, sometimes it's hard for them. So one thing that I love to do when I'm out networking is actually walk up to them and talk to them. And you can tell who they are. They're standing by a wall, they're standing out of the way, they're watching everybody. But I want to meet them and help them feel comfortable and kind of help bring them into the group.
Right, but I think even before you get into the room, introverts really need to muster up the courage to walk in. I still remember getting off the elevator in my very first networking interview or in a networking event. There was a big glass wall and it was a 7:30 networking event, and everyone in there was just, I felt so like the outsider. And my head trash told me to get back in the elevator and go home and just forget about it. But I had to really do some self-talk and say, you know what? I belong there just as much as these people did. And when I walked in the room, it was great because they were just like what you said. They came to me and they introduced themselves, asked me what I did, and it was probably 3 minutes into it, and I'm a part of the group. So start with the small groups if you're shy when you're starting out to network. Go to smaller events, get to know them, practice walking in, because you have to take that deep breath and just do it.
Another tip that I like to give is get there early. If you get there early, you'll feel comfortable and you can meet 1 or 2 people at a time as they come in. And normally it's the people, the organizers. To be part of the team, I like to say, is there anything I can do to help you? Either help you get set up, help you do things. And a lot of times then you get to introduce yourself to them and talk to them. And the good thing is you can always ask them, is there anybody that normally comes to this event that I really need to meet? And then you get that one-on-one introduction, which can be very beneficial.
That's a great tip, to go early and be part of it, and you can watch the room fill up and you're already in, so you don't have to walk in. That's a great tip. I think one of the things too that people do, and which is another tip, is don't go with people you know. As introverts, we want to say, hey, Roger, go with me to this event. Well, what happens then is he becomes a crutch. And so you hang out together all night or through the whole event. What you want to do is go by yourself. Go by yourself and establish yourself as the professional who's out networking. Don't go with somebody so that you can hang on them. Now, we did go networking the first time we went networking together, but we made a pact together that he's going to go one way and I'm going to go another, and we're not going to talk to each other while we're at this event. And that if you can do that, that's great. If you need that comfort to have someone there, but make sure you are disciplined enough to network on your own.
You're an introvert and I'm not. So when we went in and decided to separate and not spend all night together, I wanted to make sure that we weren't standing there and me doing all the talking and she really doesn't get the network. And that's what happens to a lot of introverts. If they're around somebody that talks a lot, they'll just kind of back up and let you take it over.
Right. You want to be seen. The whole point of networking is to be seen and get to know people. And know this, if you're an introvert, you have value too. The extroverts tend to get noticed, the introverts tend to disappear, but know that you bring value too. So just stay with the smaller groups. If you're at a large gathering, find the smaller groups that you can meet and talk with and you can participate more, because people are going to be interested in what you have to say. So make sure you don't let that head trash get in the way.
And as an introvert, you do have something to offer, and that's the thing to remember. You're not coming here just for you. So remember, you're not there to just meet everybody and tell everybody about you, but the people that you do meet that find out what you do, if you've got something of value, which I'm assuming you do because you have a job and you're out networking to help grow that business, somebody either knows somebody that could use your service or could use your service themselves.
Exactly. So networking for introverts is just as important as networking for extroverts. Just know that your system might be the smaller events or the smaller groups until you get comfortable. And know this, there will come a day when you are so comfortable networking that you will become that extrovert. So you might have to go home and sleep. You might have to go home and rest and recharge, and that's okay. But there's going to come a day where this is going to be second nature to you.
If you're an introvert and you want to get out networking and you haven't done it yet, please leave a comment down below. Let us know what part of the world you're in, see if we can find a way to help you or if someone else here can. And if you haven't done so yet, please subscribe and ring the bell so you don't miss out on anything. And we'll see you on the next video where we help you build your net worth networking.